Hey, what is up everyone? This is Triple X Krushakus, your favorite BFH commentator, and today's commentary, even though it features a Battlefield Heroes gameplay, it won't necessarily be about Battlefield Heroes, but it will be closely related to it. So listen up. A couple of hours ago, I received an email from Nitro, the Doodler. We all know him, right? And so basically he informed me that there is this little project that he and a bunch of other experienced BFH players are involved in. The project called Renegade. Yeah. So basically it's like this. Nitro and all of those experienced Battlefield Heroes players are about to, or maybe they even already did, hire a gaming studio that would more or less, produce their own version of Battlefield Heroes. Since EA are, not really willing to fix Battlefield Heroes, or not even, not even slightly hinting towards producing Battlefield Heroes 2, Nitro and a bunch of other people decided to start an initiative, a very big initiative, to create their own version of Battlefield Heroes. So this game would be just like Battlefield Heroes, third-person perspective. It would be based on an ability system, it would have classes, and it would be free-to-play, free-to-play, with a little bit of microtransactions just to keep the money flow going, Okay, if someone does their job, I don't see why they shouldn't get paid for it, right? And anyway, so everything seems to be in order. Okay, they have a banner, they have a concept laid out and everything, and I've been thinking about it a little bit, and here are some of my hopes and concerns. So, as you all know, I am not too fond of Battlefield Heroes as of like last 2 years. It has been like a love-hate relationship, and I've been searching for a new game ever since Easy started fucking up this game. And basically I did try with a couple of games, but no success. So when I hear about something that is like titled Battlefield Heroes 2, New Battlefield Heroes, I am always interested. So here are some of my hopes and concerns. You did mention that the game would be like a comic-based shooter in terms of visuals, right? So, listen up. Battlefield Heroes is a cartoon shooter, okay? And, as a cartoon shooter, it has a pretty specific vibe to it. And I think that coming up with something slightly different, with a little bit of a twist, would make it a lot more interesting. And if it would be really like a comic type visuals, I think it would be slightly bit more interesting than doing a carbon copy of the visuals from Battlefield Heroes. Besides, I don't think it's like legal to rip off Battlefield Heroes in a huge degree, because then EA would simply just sue you for stealing their property, intellectual property or something like that. But I suck at law, so I won't really tell you if that is correct. But anyway, more hopes. Well, as you know, I really loved Battlefield Heroes 3 years ago, and if the rest is very deeply rooted in what BFH used to be 3 years ago, then I have nothing else to add. That would be fucking great. That would be epic. So I would just improve the visuals, change them up a little bit, just add a little sprinkle of this, a little bit of that, and make it, similar but different, But those are some of my hopes. But the game would be, slightly different visually, and the rest would be basically almost as in Battlefield Heroes. And here are some of my concerns. Usually, when you are producing a game, a good game, that it's usually a big company and with a pretty high resource pool, and in this case, it is only a community initiative, right? So it's not like every one of you has like big connections and can like come up with a bunch of money. to sponsor a studio. So my concern is that it either will never come to fruition, or maybe you just simply won't have enough money to like make the game look really good and be playable. And that is like my biggest concern, the lack of money. And seeing the poll you posted under your video, it doesn't seem like too many people are like willing to you know, contribute financially towards the development of that game. So yeah, that is like one of my biggest concerns. And if that somehow was fixed, okay, if you got a hold of enough money to hire that studio, because, well, you don't really have to you know, pay much money, okay, you don't have to invest much money to make a good game. Indie games are a big proof right here, because usually they are done by one person and they fucking rock, yeah, like the Fez, yeah. But here is my other concern. Listen, as we all know, Battlefield Heroes is like a one-of-a-kind game. It is very unique, it's very special, and well, it's hard to come up with a substitute for it, and we can see it everywhere, okay? People just are unable to really like switch to a similar game because there isn't any. You can even see it on YouTube, okay? Listen, there were many channels which, well, basically rose to prominence because of Battlefield Heroes, but when they tried to record other games, like let's say with Chappy Boy, they would fail miserably. Okay, Chappy Boy was making close to 120k views per month 1 year ago. Then he started recording Minecraft and Rayman and all that shit, and he was barely making 30k a month. Because people were simply not interested in anything else than Battlefield Heroes, because they are only looking for Battlefield Heroes, and they are unable to find anything similar to Battlefield Heroes. And I fear that once this game is done, and even though it's supposed to be mimicking Battlefield Heroes, it just won't have the same vibe. 1 year ago we had Avatar Star, a Chinese or Japanese copy of Battlefield Heroes, a ripoff. Sorry, a ripoff. Let's call it bluntly, a ripoff. And well, the game wasn't very successful. I think I played it like for 2 hours maybe. My buddy Handle 7 recorded a couple of commentaries. A couple of my friends tried it out, and they were like, screw this game, let's go back to BFH. Yeah, and eventually everyone who tried out Avatar Star came back to BFH, because even though the game was a ripoff of Battlefield Heroes, it just couldn't produce the same type of vibe that Battlefield Heroes was giving out. And that is, yeah, one of my other big concerns. But even though you create a game which is so similar to BFH, which is so faithful to what BFH used to be a couple of years ago, it just won't have the same feeling, okay? And yeah, and those are my two biggest concerns. But if somehow the game got produced, okay, if everything came to fruition, well, and if the game was good, then hell, that would be freaking great, okay? That would be freaking great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will never be to a level when people who play BFH can just simply abandon it and switch to that other game, because things like that just don't happen, okay? But it would be really nice to have a sweet, nice substitute for BFH, and I am really hoping that this game will be something like this. Tell me, everyone, are you interested in the Renegade project, or do you think it is just a waste of time? I think it's quite fun, okay? I would like to see it being finished, and well, I am running out of the gameplay to commentate to, so I'm gonna say goodbye, and I hope you will discuss this subject thoroughly in the comment section. See you later, guys. Yo, yo, yo!